Yeah.
Whew. Let me try and stay with you all for a minute. Yeah. It's like I could even feel before we I put like a little sound machine for shy bladders. But I could feel like, as I said before, I'm already sort of being asked to like leave. Like, we're good. Thank you for holding the space and being the container. And what I want to say, because I know some of you are interested in channeling because you're already recognizing your channelers, and how do you tap in deeper to that space. Some of you are brand new to this and exploring. I wouldn't say brand new to it, because any exploration that you've had, channeling was probably involved. Even if you weren't able to sense it. You know, sometimes it's a matter of our body being in alignment with the moment of receiving that open field. And so there are no expectations for today, remember. Nothing has to happen. There doesn't have to be like an epiphany or like, there might be some tears, tissues, trash can, like, yes. So feel free, pass them around if that, if they flow, allow it. Part of what I'm trying to do right now is to blend my experience with knowing the different levels of the body, the physical, the energetic, the energy body, and then also what I want to say is, all I can say is energy entities coming through as different aspects of source, which is that oneness that we either are feeling already, or we know there's something deeper or something else or something bigger or something greater. We've had experiences maybe in childhood or throughout adulthood. We're getting curious, and there just seems to be what I want to call is just portals. And they're constantly changing. And they're constantly asking to be opened. So today is another opportunity to just see. I would invite you to be curious, to be open-minded. I don't feel like this is anything that you're not already coming in with. And to notice, actually, I'm going to start with a brief meditation to get us into the body field so that we can get more familiar with that. Just to notice what messages are coming up for you as we're having a conversation with Source. Where is your body speaking? Is it feeling all of a sudden tight? There's some resistance story in the belly, in the heart, and if you sit with it and you just allow it, even if I'm not there to guide you, or they're not in the moment of guiding you, can you just sit with it and go, oh, this is interesting. Maybe even put a little hand on wherever that body part is saying, hey, hi. And you just notice how it feels. Don't manage, fix, or change it. Nothing for you to do there. But the energy is so intelligent, it knows what it wants to do, because the energy always wants to be in alignment. It's just our human mind and conditioning that gets in the way. So today we're just trying to get out of the way. And so what I've been feeling since this morning, again, is waves of emotion. They were definitely collective. They were not mine. I have a lot of junk that I have created myself as a human. Trust me. It's all right there lined up for me. Actually, it's like... but I could feel it as collective waves. So what I can do is laugh with everybody and cry with everybody, because I know that we're all having this human experience, and none of us had the manual that says, here's how to get perfect, because perfect doesn't exist, right? It's just an exploration. So in my body right now, what I'm feeling is like this absolute glowing in my face. I can feel it is an energetic smile, and it is so tangibly authentic because it's coming from my eyes. It's lifting from here. So I'm sharing this with you. Your energy connections may be different, but I want to just give you a sampling, right, of what it can be. And then maybe you can also share if you want, like, ooh, I'm experiencing this right now, right? So that other people can know, like, oh, wow, that's happening too in this other vessel. This one spaceship we come to planet Earth on, which is the only thing we're always with, and the only being that is always serving us, right? So part of what we'll do today is dismantle the human story, if you're interested in doing that. Okay, I can feel my heart just doing this. It's resonating so brightly. Yes, you can feel it too. Because we're already in heart resonance. Remember, right now our hearts are speaking, even if our minds are busy. If you're interested more in that, go to heartmath.com. I think it is. You'll find your way. But there's a lot of science and a lot of fun stuff to chew on and nibble on there about heart resonance and how to actually really change our connection with the electromagnetic field and our relationships with self and others through just being aware of resonance itself. So we're going to trust in resonance and energy. Doesn't matter what your attachments are to your belief systems. And what I would say is I honor them. If you are religious and you have a certain religion you practice, I honor that. If you are atheist, if you're agnostic, if you're paganist, if you have no label, we honor all of that, because that doesn't matter as much as energy and resonance. Right? We're trying to get to is to get through the stories, to get to that place, so that more and more throughout our time as being human, we can be living in heartfelt resonance, listening to Source, which is our highest mind, our highest wisdom. And not my highest wisdom, not your highest wisdom, not their highest wisdom, everyone's highest wisdom. Because it's not in harm of anything or anyone, it's always in service of love. And sometimes in the human states, when we're talking about the stories, the most loving thing is the most difficult thing to do. And people can get angry, upset, have their reactions. It can be difficult for us to make those loving decisions, right? So that's also part of what we want to do, is how can we discern between what is loving and what is simply conditioning. Okay, so as you can probably hear, things are the voice is getting faster, so I'm just really want to get out of here. But you will recognize maybe or maybe not 4 different energies, and the 4 energies that come through are entities that have, we could call them voices, and really what it is heart resonance or different vibrations in the field. There, when you are asking a question or someone else is really connecting with your heart resonance, so one might be more playful, one might be more serious. I do want to just give you the heads up, there is one that goes right to truth. You always have the right to say, no, I'm done with this conversation. Thank you. I'll sit with this one later on my own, but I don't want to unfold this in front of, everyone here right now. But they always want to get to the truth, because they're not attached to shame. They want you to dismantle it. So the closer we can get to truth, the quicker, what they're saying right now is the quicker you can get to contentment, no matter what's happening. Okay, so feel free to get up, go to the bathroom, stretch, move chairs, do whatever you need to do at any time. That will not be disruptive at all. See if you might just take a moment here to notice that you are in this beautiful vessel, and even if you have thoughts attached to what this vessel is, looks like, feels like, the history of it, how people treated it or viewed it or view it, see if you can just connect with it right now as a container for your ability to be breathing into the human experience right now. It's powerfully being and operating for you in every moment. And so there's nothing here you even need to force. You might even just notice that, wow, this is what it feels like to be breathed right now. You might notice later it feels different. The breath, remember, is a barometer. Notice if you're holding any tension in the body at all. You might invite your attention to even feel the sensation of the breath being swept in along the inner walls of nose, throat, and lungs, and gently releasing. You might even need to release a sound. Don't feel like that's going to be disruptive. In fact, it's helpful for the field if we're holding in, right? We're resisting, we're holding in tension throughout the whole time, right? as we're having that conversation with Source, you might need to release something from the body. You might need to stretch. You might need to sound something out. This is what the body is designed for. But we have this whole doctrine of shame attached to our bodies that's so deeply reinforced. So we get to practice dismantling that and getting comfortable with whatever it is you need in any moment. And then notice if you, as someone who's watching that, have a reaction to it, well, that's something you might want to sit with. So what will happen now is, Kim, as I am, if you don't